Yo guys, what's up? What's good? How you guys doing? Today is Thursday, like I told you guys in the morning. Hope you guys had fun posting your throwback pictures. My name is Daki, name is spelled Darki. Obviously, you know it, double E. And yes, I'm so happy to be in your faces. I love you guys like so much. And the thing is, what is there not to like about you guys? Absolutely nothing. And trust me when I say it, I really do mean it. Anyways, welcome to Gospel Life News, where we'll bring you updates concerning music, and that is across the country. You thought we forget you guys? No, we actually had you guys in mind. We will not live here without giving you guys happenings around Afrobeat. Adekunle Gold is buzzing. I think you want to go through his page and see a lot of tweets. Adekunle Gold is tweeting like no man's business. Anyways, let's go straight to what the news look like. We'll begin with Wizkid Manchala, the man who drives a bicycle and becomes the news. Wizkid is that person. I was saw where Wizkid was driving a bicycle while preparing for a store, and obviously everybody were working. The band members were working tirelessly, and then there's a certain Wizkid who wants to show just cruising around the bicycle and having fun with himself. And moving on, we saw what Wizkid announced the new merchandise, which includes his t-shirts for the More Love Less Ego project. And then, from a reliable source, the cost of a shirt is about 30 pounds, which equates to about 30,000 naira. So basically, Wizkid is selling a white polo with more or less to go on it with 30,000 naira, and obviously people are beginning to buy already. So you just expect that for the tour, you're going to get a whole lot of merchandise shirts in the space, because almost everyone want to get a sample of the shirt and actually cruise it for the tour. By the way, it's a beautiful product from Wizkid and the team. And moving on, we saw Wizkid for the UK Apple album. Wizkid has moved up to number 108, added one spot up, and that's a massive one to him from 109 to 108. Massive one to Wizkid on that one. And it just shows the fact that the UK guys are prepping up for Wizkid, because early hours of the day, it was at 109. As of yesterday, it was at about 111, 112 thereabouts. So it's just these guys are prepping up seriously, streaming the song so that they can sing back to Wizkid when he sings to them. And moving on, we saw Jada P, Wizkid manager, at the same time, Wizkid baby mama, coming out to say Tottenham is just in 2 days, and then she's saying, "Can someone pinch me? I am excited for the experience you all are about to feel." Now she is so happy to be in this space, and then she's saying it feels like she's dreaming, and then she wants someone to pinch her to be sure that she is really okay, and that indeed the tour is just in 2 days. Moving on, we saw for the rehearsals, when they had that rehearsal post and everything, we saw the cavemen on drums and guitar for Wizkid. So obviously it's going to be a mess, because you know the cavemen, yeah, they are so good at drums. Basically, they are good on instruments and all of that. And then them for Wizkid on this one is an amazing one. It just boils down to the question where we ask, are they going to be singing or on set? Regardless, in 2 days' time, we're going to know whether they're going to be singing or they're going to be behind drums and guitar. Whatever it is going to be an amazing duo, including Wizkid and the Cavemen. Moving on, we have Adekunle Gold, the Ogaraya Krona, doing good for himself. We saw where he sent to me flowers, and then he had a tag saying, "Have a great tour, baby." Why Simo was on tour with Alicia Keys. And obviously, Adekunle Gold knows how to make Nigerians do the own thing here, because obviously he takes care of his woman like massively. We saw where he dropped the project, and then dropped tracklist to the project, which includes Chasing Peace, PNDS, Sorrow, Tio Baby, Oganaya, Wrong Person, Don't Be a Baby, Do You Mind, Sisi Ganja, Make It Easy, Not My Problem, Kere, Look What You Made Me Do, Omaiko, Come Back to Me, Falling Up, To My Own and All My Life, 18 track project, having some amazing collaborations. All of this by midnight, we'll get to see what he has up his sleeves on this project. We saw where he announced the tour beginning on the 2nd of November to the 5th day of November. It's going to be at the OVO Arena in November. Massive one to Adekunle Gold. Beat by beat, Afrobeat is taking the center stage. Moving on, we saw where he came out to have an analysis, and then he said, 2016, I dropped Gold album. 2018, I dropped About 30. 2020, I dropped Afro Pop Volume 1. 2022, I dropped Catch Me If You Can, and Tequila Ever After is coming 2023. So he's saying he has broken the genes of of a year gap. So normally, I think we go drop an album 2 years in between each other, but then he have said he has broken that, and then he dropped a project just next year after dropping Catch Me If You Can. According to him, he said he broke that 2 years project gap with T, and I mean business. So obviously, Adekunle Gold means business for this project. And moving on, we saw where it came out to say songs with the top 20 last week don't go 170. Owo fertilizer took over. So basically, what it means is accusing some artists of streaming farms. Say, last week they were in top 20, and then this week they have gone down to 170. And then he's saying their fertilizer money is remaining 50 naira. So basically, Wazo is like 50 naira, basically, or anything 50,000, but 50 naira is like the more generic word for it. So he's saying we have streaming farms, and then how you go from 20 to 170, only streaming farm money can explain all of that. And moving on, we saw Adekunle Gold where he came out to fulfill what he said in the song. He said in the song where he said he got his wife German and then his mom an apartment, and obviously we saw Simi with a brand new Benz. Oh, this would be like the second Benz in the second year for Adekunle Gold. So last year on her birthday, he got Simi a Benz, and obviously again is coming through with another Benz. Adekunle Gold is the real Benzema for doing all of that, and no wonder these guys are having an amazing marriage within themselves. Massive ones Adekunle Gold, and obviously congrats to Simi and the mom for the apartment and the car, vice versa. Moving on, we have Asake as the next guy on the news. We saw where for the project Work of Art, it spent the fifth week at number one on the official top 50 album charts in Nigeria, and then it tallied 23 million on-demand streams during the week of July 14 to 20. Amazingly, Asake has been doing good for himself. And then kudos to Turntable Charts for having a documented project for Nigerian artists. It shows that we are doing something right. And obviously, we've all clamored to have something like this. And then kudos to them for taking the lead step to make sure that we have this that we can say as news and obviously brag about. That's when it comes to the artist. And moving on, we saw Asake surpassing 1 billion stream on Audio Mark, massive one, only behind Burna Boy and Sheyi Vibes on that platform. And moving on, we saw Asake became the cover of the Boomplay Let Them Cook playlist, while only at the top of the Work of Art album debut as number one song on that playlist. And moving on, we saw Asake occupying top 6 spots on the Spotify chart, inclusive of number one on the weekly top song Nigeria, number one on the weekly top artist Nigeria, number one on the weekly top album Nigeria, number one on the daily top song Nigeria, number one on the daily top artist Nigeria, and obviously number one on the daily viral song Nigeria. Asake owns this space and obviously doing good for himself. We saw the Super Falcons today defeating the host nation that hosted the World Cup, talking about Australia, defeating them 3-2. The final goal came from our own Agbabola, as she's called, talking about Asisha Toshuala. She came through, and then she came from the bench, and then she had the goal to give Nigeria their first win of the tournament, and obviously a massive one. And in the locker room, we saw them jubilating by singing the song "Lonely at the Top" by Asake. Now, still on Nigeria, we saw after they scored their goal, we saw the FIFA tournament body, regardless, the guys in charge of the media playing the song "Unavailable" by Davido just after Nigerians scored that goal. And trust me, you could see the response from fans where they sang Unavailable alongside these guys. It just shows that bit by bit. And then that's the way you know when the song is going to go viral. When it's played in places like that, at football tournaments, where you have millions of people watching, if not billions, it just shows that, yes, we are doing something right and the whole world want to be a part of it. Moving on, we saw Rema coming out to give an explanation as to what happened in Atlanta. According to him, he came out saying, Atlanta, I love you guys so much. I love you guys too much not to give you a proper show. For the ads and money you've paid to see me, I take my fans and artistry serious. If you can't hear me sing and you are fanning yourself due to improper ventilation, then you're not getting your money's worth. Plus, I was there on time but couldn't get on stage due to technical issues and gadget overheating. I care about you guys. I'm not greedy to take your money and give you a shit show. You all deserve better. I'll keep you all posted on a new date or refund. My deepest apologies. So he's saying the venue guys did him dirty, and he's coming out to show to say apologies, and obviously to promise them that it's going to do them either a refund or obviously announce a new date for them, courtesy, because he is not greedy and he won't take their money and spend it like every other person. Anyways, guys, we come to the end of this one. We'll catch you guys on the very next one. Stay safe, guys, and always remember you have to be very, very careful. I love you guys so much.